Paul Mirman, P.J. Jacobs Class, 1967. These words from Paul. I would like to first of all thank the Hall of Fame Committee for my selection. It is very much appreciated. This feels like a Lifetime Achievement Award rather than an Oscar for a specific performance. In the fall of 1979, when I started at SPASH, there were no banners or display cases in the field house and one trophy case on the wall. This picture gives you an idea of how the one case looked. My first project was to start with state championship banners. There are now 38, with 2 more needed to be made and put up. All the trophy cases, display cases, and banners would not have been possible without funds received from individuals, businesses, and corporations over the years. You have to imagine how plain the field house was in 1979 when I first started at SPASH. Now, here are the banners for individual cross-country state champions, track and field state champions, individual state champions, wrestling state champions, as well as runner-up team state champions banners. In addition to all the banners, there are also track and field record boards showcasing times and distances for both boys and girls covering all events. The oldest surviving track and field record was set by Rick Reichert back in 1961 in the long jump. SPASH is truly an athletic powerhouse. The last thing I was able to secure for the field house were new scoreboards and a scorer's table. These were generously financed by those names that you see on them. Back in 1984, when my father passed away, we used his memorial funds to build the original trophy cases in the tube. I am sure quite a few of you remember the tube. Here are a couple of pictures of the tube during construction. These are what the original cases looked like. The new cases had to be dismantled and put in storage when the South Commons and the tube were remodeled. The old ones were dismantled and taken for the wood by different people. During this construction, more cases were built, increasing the distance to 75 feet. An additional 24 feet are still needed and will hopefully be completed sometime late this summer. That will give SPASH a total of 99 feet of necessary trophy case display space. This is a panoramic view of the old and new cases as they existed in June of 2018 before the new addition. This is a new view of how the cases exist today. This is a view of some of the individual cases and what they house, from team conference titles, individual recognition awards, state championship, and runner-up trophies to special awards. In addition, one display case will house all the Channel 7 award recipients from SPASH. I am presently working to secure pictures of all Division I athletes that graduated from SPASH and where he or she went to school to include in a display. SPASH sports has been a passion of mine for most of my adult years. My athletic participation has been on the field or court by officiating football and basketball and finding ways to honor and preserve our athletes' accomplishments. I appreciate this recognition and feel honored to be in the same company of so many great student athletes that have attended SPASH and P.J. Jacobs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Mirman into the SPASH Athletic Hall of Fame.